Hi everybody, welcome to Garden Child Tarot. This is a very special episode and also the next installment in our series of the Don't Fear the Reaper series. So, I just wanted to dedicate this very special one because this is going to be based off of the, I'm not using the exact same deck as Aleister Crowley in the album cover that I'm doing, that I'm kind of doing a tarot thing on, but I'm using here the Emperor, so I'm kind of copying off my Queen deck. So I'm doing the same theme here. So I have my Emperor here, but I also have a choice here for everyone to pick from the Kings. So we have the King of Cups. Excuse me. Excuse me. I got the King of Wands. We have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I apologize. I'm so congested because it's not so much just the pollen count, because it's just horrible outside right now. But it's blubbering a little bit. I was blubbering a little bit before this reading because I'm really dedicating this to the father figure that was in my life. Okay, I had to stop the camera last time. I'm gonna keep doing it. This is for Mr. Bernardi. Long story short, I didn't really have a dad that liked to do things with me. But you know, I was very lucky because God sent me a lot of people in my life and throughout my life that were with me, that helped me, that showed me things, that did things with me. And, yeah. So this is a special dedication. You don't have to be the dad to be a father figure in someone's life. You know, there's amazing things and so many things that, you know, I think that we could learn from just the masculine or the divine masculine in general and just working with it. And instead of just demonizing things, which, I mean, you know, some things just need to be called out for what they are. But then at the same time, we need to stop and realize how important things are and how important that divine masculine power and presence is in your life. It is. It absolutely is. And I want to take a moment to just thank Mr. Bernardi. He was my neighbor. And I know it sounded creepy because sometimes people would kind of ask me, they're like, okay, yeah, why is your... But no, it was not like that. Not ever, ever, okay? But he was just this wonderful guy. He was our neighbor. He was across the yard from my parents' house. And he would always come over. He had the loudest laugh. He was Italian, and he just, like the way he laughed, and he would drink their whiskey, and he loved to smoke cigars. He had a heart problem too, though, unfortunately. But he loved cigars. And I, in turn, kind of learned to love him too, because it always made me think of him. He was even my coach for my baseball team. My dad wasn't the kind of, he was a computer programmer, and he didn't really like kids that much. So, you know, sometimes he'd talk to me maybe for like 30 minutes, and then he'd kind of shoo me away. But Mr. Bernardi, he would practice with me. I was on the girls' softball team, and he was my coach. And the funniest thing, people would ask me, they're like, is that your dad? I'm like, no, it's Mr. Bernardi. And it really confused people. And then I didn't even realize as a kid, people are asking me, and they're like, and he's your coach, and he's your neighbor, but he's not your dad. I'm like, no, he's not. He's Mr. Bernardi. Oops, sorry. So, you know, and I know I'd be playing my baseball game, and I'd be sitting in that dugout, and I'd get this whiff of cigar smoke. Like, you just smell cigar, because you just can't not smell a cigar. And I knew it was Mr. Bernardi. He was there, and you know what? He was just this wonderful, wonderful guy. So, oh, I'm so glad I made it through that intro. That was so hard for me. So I just want to thank everybody. You know, I want you to realize, you know, anybody, pulling that divine masculine role in anyone's life, you're doing God's work. You're doing God's work. So, sorry, you can fast forward to this part if you want to get straight to your piles, but yeah, I just had to take a moment to really just dedicate this to just a wonderful guy that had such a big part of my life. So, all right. So everybody, this is pile 1 is going to be the King of Cups. Pile 2 is going to be the King of Wands. Pile 3 is going to be the King of Swords. And pile 4 is going to be the King of Pentacles. I felt called to use the Light Seers Tarot deck. And then, I don't know, I had this like kind of like feeling, as far as like with divine masculines and all. So I picked out the Numerology guidance cards. I just felt like we needed some numbers today. So I hope you guys like my decorations too. I went outside in my backyard. It is summertime right now. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Solstice. I really do. I prefer to celebrate by the seasons. And, it's not so much celebration. It's just something you kind of notice. It's just, I don't know. I've always kind of like recognized, certain days of the year and then certain things. But, yeah, so we just passed, the longest day of the year, so now, it's coming. I know, I'm from Chicago, so, it just, everybody's just like, don't say it! But it comes anyways, it doesn't matter, you can't stop it from coming, right? Can't stop the rain from falling, so pick your piles and I'll meet you there. Hi everybody, so if you picked pile 1, you are the King of Cups here. So, I wish everybody very Merry Solstice. Hope they're having a wonderful summer. It's, crazy times. There's like no other better way of saying that. Just crazy, crazy times. So, wherever you're at, I hope you're finding peace and just the peace of just anything that you just need to find today. So this is about the King of Cups here. The big theme, that I got over the weekend, this kind of took me, it took me a little bit to make this reading. It was very personal, but also, a lot of themes playing out. A lot of, different themes playing out. So, and I kind of practiced a little, I don't know, I was kind of working with, I kind of call it like working with God, working with cards. It's kind of like a, that's too many. It's kind of like a thing that I think everyone just needs to take time every once in a while. It's not so much just tarot readers as people in general, just taking time to collect yourself and talk to God. I keep getting this one. Yeah. So I'm going to do a pick 4 and then I'm going to do a clarifier underneath the 4. Ooh. Those. 2 more. So I hope you guys are having a lovely summer. Yeah, sorry, I got a little blubbery in the beginning. I was just thinking of Mr. Bernardi. He used to tell the funniest jokes too. Oh my God. Just take this one and underneath that one. I'll put those back. All right, so let's see. Got the 4 of Wands here at the bottom. Don't do reversals. I didn't really mean to do that on purpose, but I'm definitely going to remember that these 3 were reversed. Okay, you know what? It does make sense why these 3 were totally reversed. Okay, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to be reading over to the side. Starting out with the Page of Swords here. So something's ended for you, but it's kind of painful. It's still stuck in your head. There's still like, you still got ideas and you still got thoughts about what you could have done, what you should have said, what you maybe should have, would have, could have, should have, would have, could have, should have, would have, could have, should have. I'm going to tell you right now, there's just absolutely no point to that. But the good news is, it looks like you got over that period of time. But there really was, from what I'm seeing here, because this Page of Swords here, if you could see here, I just want to make sure you could see. Card's a little bit better. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have centered that a little bit better. All right. Excuse me. So, if you could take a look here at the Page of Swords here. Now, you know, I'm very big into the pictures because for me, and I know for a lot of people, it's not just like knowing what the card is, it's also feeling, and you get pulled to specific things that Spirit wants you to look at because that's what they're trying to tell you. So with this one here, I'm seeing the end of school. There's some people that are finishing up their school, so congratulations, it's the end of that for you, because I definitely see some students here. Now, I'm seeing some people teetering and tottering. There's maybe some people that kind of ended their studies because something wasn't quite working out for you either. There's different groups here. There's like a young group here. There's a lot of 20-somethings here that I'm feeling. And, yeah. I see the books falling apart. So now, you know, it's time for you to take what it is that you learned through that past experience and to start using it. Because it's funny, the Magician is right next door to her. So it's just telling, and he's basically using these little particles. It looks like, see here, what I'm getting pulled to from God. You have to, you see the particles here that are coming, emanating up from her book, and it's almost like this Magician here is taking those particles and alchemizing it into something. Now, it's funny, the fact that this Ten of Swords, which is upside down, so that's not a bad thing at all, and it almost looks like there's more particles, so it's almost like you are taking this thing, you're taking this horrible, from what I'm getting, it wasn't very pleasant. If it wasn't horrible, it wasn't fun either. So you're taking this, though, and you're turning it into something. You're turning it into something. And you know what the best part is? It's definitely going to take you somewhere. It's going to take you somewhere fast. I got to warn you, Pile 1. It's going to happen all of a sudden because it's kind of funny. I got the Tower here next to the Six of Pentacles. And when I'm reading that, it's telling me here that there's going to be like a rush of money coming at you. That's just where I'm getting here. You know, I really like this tower too. Nobody likes towers, but this one's kind of cool. Look at that. You know, it's like this little, okay, I love squirrels. If you see my other videos, I love squirrels. But look at this. This tower. It's not so bad. You know, it's not like you don't see like a bunch of people flying out because they're going to die. No, you see butterflies. You see the butterflies here? I know, I never noticed that before. But that's rebirth. That's rebirth, and it's going to happen for you so quickly. I know right now you're probably in kind of a state of study, of working on this, taking care of this, doing your due diligence, and that's good. Keep doing that. That is going to pay off. That's what I'm seeing here with the Six of Pentacles here after, right next to the Magician here. All these things that you're working on you're not realizing it, but when it does, you're going to freak out. But don't freak out, but you're going to freak out just a little bit, just because it's going to be like, whoa, it's just going to happen all of a sudden. And then here, let's see. Yeah, it's money. So I'm going to tell you, I have dreams. When I get dreams of tornadoes, it means money for me. I don't know why, but every time I get a dream with a tornado, within like the next 4 days, I usually get like just a random sum of money. So that's kind of what's telling me with this Tower here. There's going to be an offer for you, because I'm feeling offer when I see this exchange in the Six of Pentacles. Someone's going to want to offer something to you. Ooh. You know, I'm a little confused with this devil here because I'm just a little concerned about what he's offering. Okay, let me just do a little clarifier. You know, the funny thing is, because we got the Chariot here, before I start shuffling more, there's the Four of Wands and the Chariot here. So you got a celebration coming. And you're going to be moving somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I mean, you know, we all got our own story to tell of different things and places that we're going. But, yeah, I'm seeing movement for you. Can I get a clarifier for the devil and the Chariot? I want to see, is there something pile one needs to be worried about or watch out for? Ooh, victory. Victory is good. That's not quite the card, though. That was too many cards. This one sticks together. Ooh. Strength. Okay. It says take all of these. But it's telling a story, so I have to. So. All right. So now these clarifiers on the Devil and the Chariot here. The deck gave me strength. Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles. With the Nine of Wands here. Ooh. Huh. What's with this horse? Okay, so there's a warning to somebody. It's a random person here, but... Okay, so now, when I see the Chariot here, here's this white horse. Here's the white horse again. And then here's Mr. Nighty Night. But the devil's there. It's also a woman, too. There's a bunch of guys watching this reading, which is cool. Hey, guys. But, yeah, watch out. Okay. So, I'm getting a warning that there's a person that's not exactly who they portray that they are. Or you just got to be a little careful with them. Yeah, you gotta be careful with them. There's somebody that's gonna be offering you something. Read between the lines. That's all I gotta say. And have a backup plan just in case. Because it's kind of warning you that, you know, what you're being offered might not entirely be what you hoped or what they're claiming that it should be. Yeah. So just pay attention to that. But, you know what? Something tells me, though, that you're staying vigilant, though, because when we got here, the Nine of Wands and the King of Pentacles here, I really got this feeling that you kind of already been there, done that thing. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. So you got this. But keep your eye open. But you know what? With the Strength card, definitely, you got this. You got this. But be prepared. Be prepared. Something very interesting is going to just flash your way. Now, let's see here with the Numerology deck. One final message for our pile one, our King of Cups here. Yep. Environment. Oh, yes. Pile one. Oh, man, I'm losing my voice. Sorry. I sound like that lady on Mad TV. Oh, my God. Was that Stuart's mom? I can't remember. Oh, my God. Glory days, I tell you. Sorry. So, getting off on a tangent. The thing, you know, it's funny. I'm seeing a lot of green here. So, first I'm going to get on the, I like to kind of get on the... It's a lot of green, so this is revolving a lot of heartbreak. You got to get somewhere green. I don't know if you ever heard of greening or grounding, going outside. It's summertime. You see how pretty things are. And you know what? Even if you don't have a backyard, go to a forest preserve. I totally promote forest preserves. I live... You know, I mean, I lived in different places. I've lived in apartments. I live in a house right now, which is nice. But, you know, hey, sometimes, like, you can't always do things in the yard. Or if you don't have a yard, there's a forest preserve you can go to. Look it up. They are wonderful. Excuse me. go to them, go somewhere outside. Something's telling me that after what you've been through, you got to heal your heart chakra. And it was kind of interesting because I've turned on, I was turning on the solfeggio frequencies. I have that playing in the background. And I really love listening to those before bed. Something's telling me to recommend that to you. So, you know, I got to tell you, you know, if you know where to look, there's just a treasure trove of free things online that you could do that you don't have to pay anything for. You just, well, you know what, put a like. Maybe, you know, you could donate to their PayPal, maybe a few bucks if you want to be nice about it, which is cool. But at the same time, there's a lot of like really great content on YouTube where you could just, you know, you could just turn on any kind of frequency. Something's telling me though, you got to heal a heart chakra. Something's wrong with your heart. Wow, sorry about that. Looks like my camera ran out of battery. Sorry, tarot reader troubles. All right, so you know what's, it was kind of funny, pile one, like, because I want to tell you, my Mr. Bernardi, who I was talking about, who's the theme of this, he had heart issues. And so it's funny because when I was mentioning something about working on your heart chakra, I don't know if there's somebody here that maybe has some heart issues. It's saying take care of that. I don't know, there's a few select people. Please don't freak out. I'm not a medical examiner, like I'm not a doctor. I'm a licensed pharmacy technician in Illinois, but no, I cannot provide medical advice to anybody. So, but I can definitely tell you to make sure to talk to your doctor and try to be as healthy as you can. And yeah, that's definitely what you want to do. So yeah, make sure that you're, yeah, definitely taking a look at your heart there, because something's saying just pay attention to something. There's something that's slightly off. All right, well, thank you so much, Pile 1. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. So if you picked the King of Wands, this is your pile. I apologize for clearing my throat so much today. My throat chakra is just like, ah. It's taken me kind of a while to do this reading. This reading was really rough for me, and I think that's because I'm clearing out a big part for me, because this father reading kind of, you know, if you don't have like a real, like a dad or a father figure, like, you know, just like a dad figure in your life, it, you know, so it's just one of those things. And, you know, I think it's good to take the time to kind of, make it into a positive thing, to kind of recognize the people who stepped in, who really stepped in for us and did those things for us that not maybe, you know, our parents didn't have the capacity inside them to do at that time, you know, because they're just human beings and they make mistakes and do shitty, horrible things like we do. Like every single person does, you know. We can't pretend like we're perfect here. So I'm going to do a pick 4, but I kind of let Spirit kind of decide. I'm just the messenger, so I'm just going with what they want me to say. So that is my only job, not to make the message, just read it. Ooh, that's a lot. I want this one though. Hope you guys are having a lovely summer. It's summertime right now. It's June, like the end of June. Excuse me. I think it's like June 25th. Today, 2022. Crazy things happening in the world. Mass hysteria. Anybody a Bill Murray fan? Oh my God, I love that guy. Big fan. Big fan of Bill Murray. I was a Ghostbuster. Who here was a Ghostbuster for Halloween? I was a Ghostbuster for Halloween. He was my favorite Ghostbuster. Although, I gotta share a little secret with you guys. I had a crush on Egon. I don't know why. You know, I had like this little crush on the nerdy guy. Yeah, he was cool though. I liked his glasses. But, yeah, so I was a Ghostbuster. I had the was it the car? I had Slimer. Oh my God, who here had Slimer? Okay, I'm totally going back, guys. Oh, you are taking me back. Okay, this is all about divine masculine vibes today. So, ooh, you know what? I've been getting a lot of the magician for alchemizing. Lovely. Let's take a look and see what we got. You know, okay, so Spirit's been slipping me reversals. And then, again, this is what I mean by when I say I want to do something, but then Spirit's like, no, you got to do this. Because when I first was starting to do readings, you know, I kind of wanted to just keep it simpler and just not do reversals, but Spirit's been kind of flinging them my way very randomly, like this, ooh, Knight of Swords here. Okay, that's got something with it. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say you got a lot in common with another pile here because you both have a tower moment. I hate to say that, but yeah, but, you know, it's funny. It's the same thing like how it is for them. It's going to be a tower moment of freaking happiness. Yes. Yeah, I know you weren't expecting that, but I'm going to tell you, yes, and you know why I say this? And it's funny because I was explaining it to them too. So, you know how I love my squirrely babies. And then you got here the lightning. Okay, yeah, it crashes, but do you notice here? Look at the butterflies. Look at those butterflies. They're there because that is new start, new hope. A butterfly is the symbol of rebirth. You are getting reborn with the sun here. Yes, 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 with the sun here. Now, you got a lot to juggle. You got to look at your finances. Something's telling me here when I'm looking at the Page of Pentacles here. You see how she's got that pentacle and she's standing on one foot here. So I got this feeling, but she's surrounded by this forest. So you're handling your money. You're handling your money, and it's telling you you're going to have to do that for a little bit longer. But you're doing a damn good job. It's not easy. It's not easy, but yes, be frugal. Save, you know, I'm getting Four Pentacle vibes. It's not here, but I get like the guy holding the pentacle. Just yeah, you kind of got that mentality right now, and I hate to say it, but you kind of have to be that way for just a little bit. Something's telling me here. I'm getting a special message that you're doing that right now because that's what's going to bring you wealth later. And then let me see here, Page of Wands here. There's a bigger story coming here. So so you're busy juggling your finances here. Yeah, it looks like here something happened to you, and because of that you're busy juggling your finances, and you're trying to, you know, it stinks. It looks like she's just stuck in the forest and she's standing on top of the trees cut. Yeah, you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding. And you don't feel like there's really much left there. You know, that's the funny thing. That's why I got the Magician here. Oh, and the Fool. You got a brand new start here, but I could see here with the Nine of Swords underneath that you had to go through a lot of crap. I'm so sorry, Pile 2. You got a lot of healing to do. So I'm going to look at this bigger picture here. Because when I'm looking at the Page of Wands and the strength here, this is telling me, like, you need your strength for something that's coming up. And let me clarify this. This is strange, okay? So now I'm looking here, and we got this Knight of Swords here, and you see how he's kind of getting ready to run for the hills? Something's telling me about the motorcycle. And it looks like he's running away. It's like cutting something out of your life, but it's the opposite. So especially with the coins underneath. So let me get a little extra story with that one, because last pile I had to do a little extra clarification there. Well, actually, it's not clarification. It's just a longer story. Spirit's like, no, tell more. They need to hear this. You got to do that. They need to hear about this. Like, okay. Oh. Yes. Ooh, this guy. Oh, he came back again. Huh. Why is he back? Okay, you know that other pile. Because if you picked it, this guy came back. Okay, it doesn't mean the same thing though. This is not actually a guy. So this is more of a tendency that you have. Okay, figured it out. So pile 2. This is you letting in that 6 of Pentacles here. I'm getting the feeling of help. And I was getting a lot of that earlier. I was really thinking like I'm getting brought to the 4 of Swords where the guy's sleeping. But if you look there on the 4 of Swords in the background, there's a window where they're actually doing almsgiving. And I've been thinking about that, which is funny because then here's the devil. So there's like almsgiving. So you're kind of, it's weird. It's like you're being given a choice here to accept something, but you're not quite sure if you want to do it or not. You're kind of on the fence about it because you got this feeling in your head like someone, like they're going to do it again to you. You're like, no, I can't let them do that again to me. Then I'm going to this, and it's good this, and then I'm going to have to deal with that all over again. No. No. Pile 2, it's not always like that. And then see, this is the problem when we go through things and that horrible things that happen to us is that we feel like we close ourselves off because then you're like, well, why should I do that? They're going to just do that and they're going to do that. No, they're not always going to do that. And then that's the problem. We just rob ourselves of that experience because we're too scared or afraid that whatever that thing is going to happen to us again. And this is what it's warning you about. This is what it's warning you about. Don't be, and it's funny, I got a friend like that where she was in a bad situation and now she's with somebody wonderful and it scares the crap out of her. Scares the crap out of her. Why? Because she's happy. You know, some people, like after you go through enough and after you've seen so many things and so many people done so much crap to you, you just, it's hard to believe it when someone's actually doing something nice for you. And I think you got that problem, pile 2. That's your job. So I think you need to learn to receive and accept because I'm going to tell you, pile 2, you got nothing but good things coming your way. People want to give you things. People want to help you. You whatever it was that was pretty bad, you found a way out. And it's over. It's over now. It's time for you to let yourself be happy. Let's see what the numerology deck has to say here. No. What does numerology have to say to pile 2? Oh! Oh, that one kind of snuck out too. I'll keep it. You get to surrender. Oh, pile 2. I love when everything makes me right. Patience. Huh? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, pile 2. It wants you to surrender to nice people. Surrender to happy things. Surrender to people giving you things. Surrender to being happy. Give it a try, pile 2. It's really nice. The water's warm. Hop on in. God bless you guys. Hey, pile 3. So if you pick the King of Swords, this is going to be your pile. Hope everybody's having a wonderful summer. Just celebrated Solstice like a couple days ago. You know, it's happy and it's sad for me because that's kind of how I feel on Halloween because it's like, yeah, I love it. But then it's like, I know it's like the last of the nice things and then other things start coming and then it's like, oh boy, I'm not a big fan of winter. I'm just not, but that's because I'm from Chicago, and that's just how everybody feels here. Well, not everybody. I mean, snow is nice, but it's just nice when it's not like pelting you in the face and keeping you, holed up in your house or making you run your car into somebody else's, things like that. So, hope everybody had a lovely Father's Day. Sorry for my blubbering in the beginning of the thing. I just, it was hard. It took me a few days to like really actually make this video. I wanted to do it on Father's Day. I got a nice empty house, no kids. So, there's nobody here, but man, it really weighed heavily on me. And I think that's why I was having trouble with my throat chakra earlier, because, and talking. I sound like that lady on Mad TV, was it? God, I'm a big Mad TV fan. So I hope you guys are big fans of the 80s and 90s, because I will reference all of it. Please feel free to reference anything you want as long as it's appropriate in the comments section. I love the 80s. Okay, so I was born in 83. I don't give a damn. I'm just going to tell people my age. So I was born in 83, but yeah, I was really into Fraggle Rock. Who here likes Fraggle Rock? Down a Fraggle Rock. Man, I miss the times, though. I miss the Jim Henson puppets. I really feel like that gave my imagination something more to enjoy than these, these electronics things. It's like they don't do any service, I think, to the thing. So, I'm going to take the top. Wait, no, it says take them. Okay. So I started off doing like a 4-card spread, and I've generally been going this way for everybody. So we'll see here with pile 3 here with the King of Swords. I hope everybody had a great time with whichever father figure. And I know it's really hard for people, like especially on holidays when you don't have a certain somebody with you, but there's other people that God sends you. I sincerely mean that, and it's happened to me. You do get sent people. Yeah, maybe it's not the exact one you wanted and it doesn't fit the description, or it's not the same exact thing that everybody else has, but you got sent the next best thing. So just remember that. So let's see here. 8 of Wands. Da da da. I've been I've been getting these random reversals. I guess I'm doing reversals now. Yeah, I said I wasn't doing it before in my other piles, or at least in my other readings, and then Spirit's been kind of slowly reintroducing me to it, and I could totally see the benefits of it. I just kind of didn't want to get overwhelmed because I was just starting out with my tarot reading, but not starting out, more like starting out where I actually do it on TV. It's the funniest thing. I've had my first tarot deck. I got it when I was 16 years old. I got it when I went with my friends over. We went, because I'm from Chicago, so we went over by Portage Park for the Boricua Parade. And then I saw there was this garage sale. And I went over there, and and I got my first tarot deck there. I was 16 years old. And I was just reading for fun, reading for fun for my friends at the lunch period. When I would go to school, I would do readings for my friends at lunch. I do readings for my friends. I always had a tarot deck, and I really kept it. That was a very special deck for me, although I lost my Fool in there. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of mad about that. But I still have the deck, and I love it very much. But yeah, tarot's just kind of been a really special thing for me. Sorry, I just totally started rambling on and on about that. But you know what? That's got to mean something, though. Because I'm looking here, pile 3. And I normally don't do reversals. But, okay, so you're either going through it or you did. But yeah, pile 3, you got... Okay, pile 3, I'm not throwing you any kind of judgment, and I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm sending you nothing but positivity and love. But it looks like something happened to you here, and you got served a little humble pie from somebody, or it was it was kind of like a group effort I'm feeling here when I'm getting like this 8 of Wands, and because when I see here the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, you got a lot of fire action here. But they were all the Six of Wands here, this is not, normally this is a victory card. Not so much on your case because it was upside down. So, and you got Temperance here. Whoo! All I could say is, okay, so you went through something so major, it threw you in an existential crisis here. That's what I could see here. And it involved a lot of people. You had to leave somewhere, so you either had to move. The law was involved. Yeah, there was police. There's drug addiction here. I don't know if it's you, but I'm getting a sense it's probably more like your family. Some family members. Not everybody here, please. If it's not you, don't freak out. You know, these things could have so many people watching it. So just take the part that makes sense to you, because that's the only one it's meant for, because it's got to talk to a lot of people. But when I'm looking here, though, with this Nine of Wands, you know what's funny? I just didn't even notice this part here behind the Six of Wands. For this victory here, there's a bunch of hands. Yeah, a bunch of people had their hands in your downfall. They played a role. But the good news is if you didn't already, you're going to cut these assholes out. That's something where I'm getting with this King of Swords here. Something saying this King of Swords has a message specifically for you. Specifically for you. Because you know what's funny? I'm still getting this juggling thing. You see how these Two of Pentacles, she's juggling both sides, her purse and her emotional purse. This Temperance here is juggling his dark and its light. And then at the same time here, when you got this Moon here, someone here finally just decided they're done with the BS. You're done with it. You're moving on. You don't want to do this anymore. You don't want to live your life this way anymore. It's not helping you. It doesn't help you. Yeah, you can't help but to react sometimes, but you know, that's when we all take the step back and realize that it's like, life is not just all about our reactions. If you actually take the time to not react and look at the situation at hand for what it is, you could still possibly walk away with something. And that's what you're deciding to do here. You're putting on your big boy panties and you're walking the walk, talking the talk, and you're going to do what it is that you know that you need to do, because that is what someone does when they take charge of their life. Good for you, Pile 3. And if you didn't, you're going to, or you should. Or you're hearing something right now today because it's trying to tell you a message. You know, I'm going to do a little extra because like today, like for the first two piles, I've been doing extra towards the end. So let's see here. What more can we tell Pile 3 with the Two of Pentacles? You're juggling your emotions right now. You're juggling your light and your dark side. And it's hard. It's real hard. You know, it's funny. Here it is too. On the Moon. You see here? Dark, white. You got kind of a bad side that got you in trouble a little bit too, that you're juggling. That's the side you're trying to push away because you're like, you know what? I don't need that right now. And you don't. You don't, Pile 3. And you know what? That's the biggest step for anybody. So I'm freaking proud of you. If you don't, you know, if you're not going to say it to yourself, I will. I'm freaking proud of you, Pile 3. Climbing up that hill. Oh my God. I was listening to, you know, I think, oh, I forgot her name. She did like a total please put it in the comments if you remember. I'm having a brain fart. But, you know, if you can remember Climbing Up That Hill by Kate Bush. This is what this is. You're climbing up that hill, Pile 3. You'd be running up that hill. Oh. And the Page of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Yes, this is you coming in with that clarity and realizing that you can only climb up those stairs when you decide to take charge and decide to not do those things that get you in trouble, not be around those people that put you in those bad circumstances, and instead take control, like showing here the Page of Wands. You're starting to take control of things. You're like, no, I don't need to do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Pile 3. God bless you guys. All the best. Oh my God, Pile 3, I almost forgot your numerology card. I am so sorry about that. Here, let's see. Oh. Ooh, you get doubles. Oh, you got more. Okay, so you got a special reading, Pile 3, and this is just because I almost forgot. I'm going to give you these 3 because you're special, Pile 3. Yes. Hey! All right. Pile 3, you know what this means. We have parenting. Parenting. There's some parents here. You know what your priorities should be. Yes. And you know what? If you got problems that you're dealing with, you know what's great to take your mind off it? Kids. Kids will take up all your spare time. Trust me if you let them. I promise. Spend it with them. And you know what? You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry. It's never time wasted spending time with your kids. Or you know what? Spending time with someone else's kids. Hey, Mr. Bernardi spent time with me. Do you know a kid somewhere that doesn't have anybody to hang out with them? Maybe they're alone all the time? Maybe this is telling you to talk to somebody. Just saying. Relationship change. Yes. Pile 3. Time to start getting some nicer people in your life. People that appreciate you. People that treat you the way you deserve. People that like you being around. Hey, you ever notice, like, I noticed I had that problem where I was like, why does everybody act like they don't want me around here? Well, you know what? Fine. They don't want you around. Don't be around. Start changing the people in your life and only keep the people that want to keep you. Individuality. Something was telling me, Pile 3, that a lot of you got this notion in your head when you, like anybody does, because we're all human beings and that's how we learn things, is by learning off of each other. But then some people are so damn good at it, like you are, Pile 3. Something tells me you could look at something and you could do it exactly just the way you see it. And that's actually a really cool talent. But at the same time, they'll bite you in the butt, because you know what? You're not supposed to be like everybody else. God didn't give you a different nose, and if we were supposed to be the same, we would look the same, and we don't, because we're not. And you're not either, Pile 3. So this is asking you to be the individual. Stop trying to fit in with the crowd. I think that's probably what got you in trouble in the first place. Don't do that, okay? You don't need to. You be your own person. Be the quiet man with the big stick. God bless you, Pile 3. Hey, Pile 4, if you're pick Pile 4 for the King of Pentacles. I want to keep saying Peter Piper picked a peck of Pentacles. Yeah. This is your pile. All right. Hope everybody's having a great solstice. Tell you, it's been really nice. My family's been outside. They've been out and stuff. The ex took the kids and everything, so I'm just all by myself with the cat, and I gotta tell you, wow. I haven't had this kind of time to myself in years. I think since I've been single. Well, I'm single again too now, so it's kind of funny. So it's like, okay, all right, that's how that works then. You only get that time when it's over. So I hope you guys are spending your time wisely. Ooh, that one really popped out. Let's stick it back over there. So I'm going to start with like a 4 pile, and I'm going to start here and just kind of work my way over. So I really wanted to dedicate this to just the special divine masculine in my life. This is also part of the series that I have going on that was based off of the tarot deck, that the specific tarot cards that were being held up in the Blue Oyster Cult album. So yeah, especially that song, Don't Fear the Reaper. So I picked those cards, and I'm just doing my interpretation of it. It's not the exact same cards as Aleister Crowley. So this one is kind of similar that I did before with the Queen deck. So I did like a feminine energy, which was neat because it was right over Mother's Day, and this one is actually just a few days after Father's Day. So I hope you guys had a lovely Father's Day. It was really nice too. The weather's been really pretty. Although it's starting to get really dry and hot, and it's like, oh, it's getting really intense. So it's like, okay, is this the calm before the storm? Who knows? Hey, 10 of Cups here. All right, let's see. Oh, Death showed up for you again. It's funny. I made it at the bottom of the card. Every single card got Tower. Oh my God. Tower power today, I'm telling you. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I sound like that lady on Mad TV. She's like, I love that lady. Oh my God, I forgot her name. She's the Stewart's mom, though. Although I don't think that's the same lady, but oh, she kills me. Hold on just a second. Sorry, just had to take a little drink there. You guys are my final pile. I gotta tell you, I was kind of holding off on it. There's just a lot of feels today about this, and it took me a couple times to do it. I just started getting sad, I couldn't do it with it. I just couldn't hold it together. So doing it now though, so it's almost over. But I hope you guys really appreciate this. I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I just hope that the messages that I give you guys will help you in the most positive way possible. I just want to wish you guys all the best. So I'm looking here, starting off. It's kind of neat because I started off with Death and Rebirth, and this was at the very bottom of your pile. And every single pile here that today, or for this reading here, for this YouTube reading that I've got, has gotten the Tower. And I wanted to show you how cool this tower is, okay? Because it's not a very scary tower. You see here how there's the squirrel. Well, I'm a big squirrel fan. But then there's also here butterflies. You see how like it kind of blows the house apart. But there's butterflies for rebirth. So this is a very special card, and it kind of has a big theme here. So I'm definitely seeing here in every single pile here, everybody's dealing with this kind of rebirth thing now, this new phase of their lives. And there's definitely a new phase for you. Ooh, okay. So... You're on the fence about what to do, so it looks like something horrible happened involving your house. I'm getting tragedy here. It's unfortunate. There's a lot of, I'm getting a lot of feels here that there's a lot of bad situations that have happened or might have happened or are going to happen either with your job, with your house, or with things like that, and you're dealing with the repercussions of that. There's some people here that are definitely like, where am I going to go? I'm looking here, and... because I'm seeing here this hanged man here, which is kind of like you're just kind of like hanging, looking here. And I see how she's trying to figure out the numbers. You're trying to, and they're both upside down. So that's definitely telling me with this, because I got the Six of Wands here. You're stuck. You feel stuck in a situation after something horrible just happened and just totally pulled the rug out from underneath of you. Because it looks like here with this death, it was an immediate change. Something just flash happened to you like in that tower and just created this crazy moment for you. And you're trying to get your life back on track, but you don't know where to go because you're in shock. You're kind of figuring out what the hell to do. You're also thinking, should you go back to school? Because, it's funny, right next to the hanged man, see here, she's looking at these numbers, and here's the Hierophant here. And for me, the Hierophant, for me, that's education. You see how this guy is going up the stairs? And also there's Temperance here. So you're kind of weighing your options right now as far as education. Like, do you need to go back to school? Do you need to learn more things? Can I even afford that? Who the hell can afford that these days, right? So, and then with the student loan scam, I'm calling that a scam, okay? A student loan scam. They're all scams. If if you have to be in that for life, no matter what, don't. God, that's terrible. And I know it's bad because that kept me out of college. You know why? I didn't go to college. I didn't go to college for that exact reason, because I didn't have, well, my family wasn't going to pay for it. My dad made it pretty clear. He's like, you gonna go to college? Who's gonna pay for that? Yeah, so, I didn't, because, I really thought, I was like, wow, what am I gonna do? So, yeah, I'm getting feeling there's people here dealing with student loan debt. Oh, man, I'm so sorry about that, you guys. That sucks. That does suck. You know what? Something's saying, though, you could try looking up things. Okay, so, like, this is saying that, look for loan grants. Start looking for grants and loans and things like that. You could do that to help pay your student loan debt. Someone's also telling me start a PayPal page. Like, you could start a PayPal page, so that way something's telling me, like, okay, so, like, if you got relatives or friends or anybody and they want to, say they want to give you a birthday card, say, no, contribute to my PayPal page. I'm paying off my student loan. Trust me, I know it sounds kind of goofy and weird, but that actually works out. And if you actually start making it known, I'm busy paying my loan debt, say, hey, you want to contribute? I know it sounds bad, but you got to kind of hustle for it. But you could do that. This is here saying, oh, I'm going to do more because you got more coming. You got to learn, though. You see here, the 5 of Cups? She's got 1, 2, 3 over here. She's kind of spilling one herself, and then she's just got one left, and she's all sad because of the spilled cups. But the problem is, it's her spilling the cup. So this is telling you that you need to stop. There's some kind of tendency. There's something you're doing as a form of self-soothing, blah. But it's more like self-sabotaging, so you got to be mindful of that. So it's kind of warning you about that. Let's see here, extra. But it's giving, it's got hope. There's the star here. You got hopes. And let's see where those are going, because you know what? Something's telling me to read on. Oh, that's too much. Nope. I'll keep those. Okay. Oh boy, it's a big story. All right, what you need to do, pile 4, because it wanted me to give you all these. Pile 4, yes, go back to school. I know you're a little confused about it, but go back to school. This is saying, yes, definitely go back to school, but maybe be more selective about the things that you're going for. Don't just pick something that's just like, oh, that would look great on my... No, you need to look up exactly the kind of courses. And also I'm hearing community. Look up community stuff, because there's different like online community stuff that's like way cheaper that you could do at your house too, that you don't have to spend so much money on. So it's all about being frugal and looking that up. So yeah, this is definitely saying that. Judgment. Ooh. Yeah. This is when you finally decide to get out of your head and really start jumping in there, because right now you're kind of stuck and you're not quite sure exactly where to go. You will find that solution. And you know what? As soon as you do, which is the coolest part, is the Ace of Wands. You're going to get an inspiration here. And you know what's funny? This matches the star. Look at these two. Okay. All right. So pile 4, you got an idea in your head. And it's kind of like a hope and dream, and but you haven't quite, it's just like in the beginning baby stages of things. Follow that. Follow that. Spirit's telling me to tell you to follow that, because it's saying that if you actually do that with this amazing idea that you have in your head here, if you actually follow through with that, there's going to be some coin involved. There's going to be an exchange. People are going to like what you're doing. You're going to start a brand new process, the Wheel of Fortune. You're finally going to get yourself out of that funk and out of those bad times, and then you're going to be ready to party. You're going to be ready to party. You're going to be traveling. You're going to go to new places. You're going to do different things. You're going to be managing things. You're going to be managing things better, because you know what? You're working on that too right now, because right now you're trying to figure out how you're going to manage things. But you're going to do that. And then in the end, you will be the freaking boss of your life. That's how that works, pile 4. But right now you're kind of in the middle of this catharsis, and you're trying, you know what? That's the perfect word for that right now. Perfect word for that right now. I'd say you're in the middle of this, you know, you went through this moment of catharsis to help create the situation to get you to the place that you need to be. So let me see here. Oh, something said look at this at the bottom. So I'm going to just give you this one right away. And then I'm going to keep shuffling. But there's a reason for that. Perseverance, pile 4. You need that. You need that. Just think of yourself as like you're in a race right now. You're in a race, or you're on the track team, and you're in high school, and it sucks, and it's hot outside, but you can't get to lunch period until you finish the damn thing, because the coach is an asshole. And you know you gotta do it, but you're like, oh, and you're just like, come on. And so, you know, pile 4, which is funny, 4, pile 4. This is meant for you. This is meant for you. And you could do it, pile 4. I'm trying to get one more card. One more card. Oh, that's too many. Pile 4. Taking this guy. Time out. Yep. Okay, so pile 4, besides perseverance here, you know, I'm going to tell you, the only thing that's going to get you through everything is taking care of yourself. Take a time out and take care of yourself. You can't take care of anything if you look like crap, smell like crap, feel like crap, and it's just crap. You can't take care of anything with crap. You just cannot. Time out, pile 4. Time out from life. So this is the biggest thing. You need, oh, look at that, and it's all purple. This is a special message for pile 4. It's time for you to take a time out. It's time for you to really pay attention to the things that are inside your head that are screaming, pay attention to me and do what I say. And there's a reason for that, because they're going to turn into something amazing. So you need to stop procrastinating and get on it, pile 4. God bless you guys. Take care.